dressing room, everyone. It's jazz night. Put your hands together.
So we're about to walk into a time machine on Vermont Avenue, the Dresden Room. Friday night at the Dresden, the legend is back, and maybe better than ever. When Vince Vaughn walked through the bar in the 90s film classic Swingers, he showed the world how lounge lizard cool LA really was.
All right, it's okay. You may lift the other way. You can try to understand.
And nobody was more lounge lizard than the late great Marty Roberts and his better half Elaine.
The same spot, the same place for 41 years. I don't think it's ever happened.
Meet Jim and Mark Ferraro, part of the family dynasty that's run the Dresden since the 1950s. When did the legendary Marty and Elaine first start performing at the Dresden?
They started in April 1981.
So they were really like so consistent, came into work when they could, and it happened to be every day for essentially 40 years.
This was the spot. If you could get this seat, you could watch Elaine play.
Oh yeah, do her thing.
And do her thing, and she was.
And then you just turn around and you see Marty on the kid, and they were so talented, you know.
When I was in my 20s, my friends and I were regulars at the Dresden. There so often, we caught a bit of history. I was here when Swingers was being filmed, but we didn't know what it was.
You mean you were in the...
We were in the club. We were here.
That's amazing, because I don't know anyone that was here during the filming except you right now.
The Dresden isn't just a bar. Go left and voila, welcome to the restaurant.
This room, people come in and say, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. That makes us feel good.
Well, it is the greatest thing they've ever seen.
Okay, fine. Everything is exactly the way it was when they built it in 1964.
I want to tell you how much I love these chairs.
Yeah, we got the DR chairs.
I mean, come on.
I don't know the history much about them. All I know is kind of cool because it's got a DR.
These are so beautiful. Your panels.
Yeah, we call them the ladies.
I love them. They look very Copacabana.
Yeah, we have pictures of the Dresden. Before they were there was just open shelves.
Yeah.
And what they had was these little Cupid dolls, Dresden dolls.
Really?
Made out of porcelain. That's why they call it the Dresden Room.
Carl and Sarah Ferraro bought the Dresden back in 1954. Carl was the front man. That's him in the white suit greeting the guys in Swingers. Behind it all was Sarah.
My mom, who was like the silent partner, really kind of ran the business. All this is hers, all the decoration. She would have been an interior decorator if she wasn't stuck here. My dad left it in pretty good shape. So I just kind of moved on in and kept it going.
Well, I'm sure that that he would be really proud that you're both here taking this business on.
Yeah.
Would everyone love to hear Ron Burgundy play some jazz flute? Yes, please.
The Dresden has been irresistible to Hollywood, from Anchorman.
I was obsessed with that movie, and he never told me because he had no idea what it was, but I would have geeked out like crazy.
And I've always adored That Thing You Do.
Right in this corner.
Remember they had like a blue light on them or something,
Yeah, it was a great scene.
It was a good scene.
It was a good
And of
scene.
course it was the perfect place for them to have a jazz musician playing. Fridays have always been special at the Dresden. I wondered if the old room retained some of that magic. The place had a facelift over the pandemic, so everything old was new again.
I like to stir it so I don't bruise it too much.
To set the mood, Mark mixed a classic martini, along with one of his new specialty cocktails, a variation on a classic Negroni. That's so money.
Thank you. You don't even know it.
It was getting close to go time, but first, Mark and his dad told the kitchen to fire up the Dresden classics.
We do meat, we do prime rib, fillets.
We have a shrimp scampi over risotto. That's a little bit of Italian influence. We do osso buco feature on weekends. We have 4 really good pasta dishes for people that are looking for that type of vibe.
Then it was time to eat. I got the full white tablecloth treatment. When you think about restaurants like this from back in the day, it was always known as continental cuisine, right?
Right.
Correct.
But this is more than continental cuisine.
We do a little bit of like an Italian-inspired thing just
Right.
because, I mean, everything about that cuisine is so delicious.
Cheers. Thank you
Cheers.
so much for
the good
feeding
life.
me.
Thank you for
For
coming.
the good life. And music next.
Yeah, make it pretty. Summer day.
How does it feel performing in this room on your own now?
Well, initially it was a little strange because you assume Marty's always going to be there.
Like, if you had to describe the Dresden room to like someone who's never been here, an alien,
Sure.
how would you describe it?
I think it's a time warp and
I
the
was going to
best.
say time
Yeah.
capsule.
Well, that too, because you don't even have, you know this, there aren't even lounges like this in Palm Springs
Right.
or Vegas anymore.
I know.
This used to be the norm, so this is
I
a
know.
real jewel. It's back to its original lesson.
What do you think your dad would be saying right now?
I don't know. He might be saying, what are you going through all this TV stuff for? I don't know.